You know, as miles tick by, I'm beginning to break my own rules. I used to have this policy on, I'm gonna lock the door for a minute. Used to have this policy on trying to pull through places so that I could actually exit out of the places. But what I'm finding is, because I'm driving, after work, what's happening is, a lot of times, as you might expect, all the places have already been taken. And the only way to get there is to physically back yourself in there. Now, while I can very much back myself in, I would very much prefer not to. And I'm also finding this kind of like a weird, I guess, benefit of it, because all the truckers are backing up, right? See where their engines are, right? Take a look at this over there. See this? I'm actually placing myself somewhat away from the noise, not that it helps any. Technically speaking, if I only had my RV, I would very much prefer to pull with the back to like the back of the trailer, but I'm towing, so I guess that's the best that I can do. So today we find ourselves in Arkansas. I hope I said it right. No, not Arkansas. Maybe Arkansas. You know what? As mild, I'm starting to get lost in the days. I'm starting to get lost in just where I'm at. Everything that I'm doing is more or less topsy-turvy these days. All the planning and all the things that I have loosely done, at the very least, to get myself somewhat of a guidance, it's all fallen the way of, there's all sorts of traffic and road construction. And nowadays what I do is, I basically cut myself off at a certain mileage, specifically so that I could, rest and rejuvenate. So I have no idea where I'm at, to be honest with you, which is kind of funny. But I am way past Oklahoma. I believe the state is called Arkansas, more or less, or something like that. Oh geez, I'll tell you this, Oklahoma, I'm sorry guys, but your state is boring as hell. It's just like, there's absolutely nothing to see. It's a whole bunch of flat, followed by a whole bunch of nothing to see. Now, of course, once we got to this state, there's like rolling hills, and off in the back, there's, semblance of mountains and some form of relief, small cliffs here and there, dwellings, and little towns to look at. At least it's a little bit more bearable. But oh my God, that I-40, between the road construction and just how straight the road is, it's a bear to drive. I'm hoping, well, I'm not just hoping, I know for a fact that I'm gonna be getting off of it. So tomorrow I'm actually driving into a little tiny corner of Tennessee and then cutting into Alabama, I believe. Tonight I should be at the halfway point, if I got my math right, more or less. It's been interesting, but you know what, this time around it's actually easier to drive, because instead of doing 500-mile days, I'm only doing 250, 260, 270. It's just a little bit more bearable on my sanity. So that's kind of it. But right now the goal is to hopefully pick up a couple of souvenirs, hunker down for the night, grab some grub, and get ready for tomorrow.